The seeds of the French and the Indian War were planted when the British fur traders began moving into the Ohio River Valley in the 1750s. The French and their Indian allies were upset with the British for moving into their territory and feared that the English would steal their land and trap their furs.
Gotcha, little buddy.
There are rabbits and beaver all over this land. We're going to be rich!
That's if the French don't catch us.
The French?
They think it's their land.
Well, is it?
Nope!
Help me! Help me! Help me!
Start making a move.
Drop that rabbit, you lousy, no good English dude. You're on our land and stealing our furs. Little bunny feet, get me out of here!
You see what you made me do? Now I just lost a little bunny fur. You jerk!
It could be worse. How could it be worse? This is how it could be worse.
Oh! No!
On guard! Wait 1 minute.
You killed my friend!
Tensions mounted between the French and the English, and settlers began to move west, searching for new land, new opportunities, and fur. The French would fight to drive the English out of the Ohio River Valley.
After the English began to move into the Ohio River Valley, the French and their Indian allies became alarmed. To keep the British out of their valley, the French decided to destroy the village of Pickawillany and its English trading post. This event would lead to the start of French and Indian War.
Say, old boy, do you have any tea?
Tea? Tea? This is the wild frontier. I don't got no stinking tea.
You don't have to get so rough, old boy. I was just asking a simple question. You don't have to become barbaric on me now. If you don't have any tea, do you have any crumpets in this establishment?
Crumpets? Crumpets? What in the wild west sport is a crumpet?
Oh, never mind, you uncivilized wretch of a man. Do you buy furs?
What? Are you crazy? If you go out trapping furs, you're gonna start a war.
Drop that fire, you no good fur! Stealing you! I don't like you, and I don't not like your suggestion that I am a thief. This land belongs to no one, and if I want to trap furs or play a friendly game of badminton, well, that's my business.
While you are on our land and stealing our furs, that becomes my business.
Well, that was a very good right uppercut, old bean. But if this is the way you want to play your little game with violence, let's get it on.
It's time to fight, Englishmen!
The British were driven out of the valley after the French and their Indian allies destroyed the village of Pickawillany and its trading post. The Englishmen in Virginia were very upset. The English claimed they had title to this land and soon sent George Washington and a small band of fighting men to build a fort to reclaim the land.
The French and Indian War had begun. England would fight France and the Indians to drive them out of the Ohio River valleys. The war started in 1754 in the colonies and soon spread over in Europe. England and France were fighting on two continents, and the war lasted for years. Early in the war, one of the most famous battles took place on a narrow trail 8 miles from Fort Duquesne, when General Braddock and George Washington of the British forces were ambushed by the French and the Indians on July 9, 1755.
Well, Washington, we will drive the French off our land.
Yes, sir, General Braddock.
Did the British? Let's attack!
Let's run, there's too many French! Hold your ground, man. Stand and fight.
General Braddock, maybe we should go hide behind them trees and rocks. We can hold the French and Indians off from there.
Nonsense, Washington. The British Army never hides during a fight.
Charge! Fire!
Hold your ground, man. Fire! Washington. We should have fallen back behind the rocks.
Fall back, man!
Got it!
Yeah!
Hey, there's Washington. I'll shoot him too. George, you've been hit.
No siree, Bob. They just stuck a hole in my coat.
I missed Washington.
Then shoot him again!
Washington, this time you got shot.
Nope, you're wrong. just stuck a hole in my hat.
I missed Washington again.
Then shoot him again.
George, you know you got hit this time.
No, you're wrong again. They just stuck another hat in a hole in my hat again.
You might be the luckiest man alive.
The Battle of Fort Duquesne did not go well for the English and Washington. General Braddock was killed. 1,000 British were killed or wounded. American colonists were stunned by Braddock's defeat. During the course of the battle, George Washington miraculously survived even though he had 2 horses shot out from under him and had 4 bullets go through his coat without ever hitting him. The legend of the incredible George Washington had begun.
George Washington.
In 1757, the British Secretary of State, William Pitt, was determined to win the war against the French in the colonies. Pitt ordered an attack against the French capital in New France, Quebec. Quebec sat on the cliffs 300 feet above the St. Lawrence River. Cannon and thousands of soldiers guarded its thick walls. British found an unguarded path up the cliffs to the plains just west of Quebec. At night, the British men floated to the path and secretly climbed the cliff and surprised the French. In a fierce battle, the British were able to defeat the French.
Shh! We have to be quiet.
What are we gonna do, General?
We're gonna sneak up on the French and capture their fort.
Is there a chance I'll get shot, sir?
A good chance.
I'm out of here. Splash!
Coward.
When the British attacked.
I want to go to school, Mommy.
Attention, you French fried potatoes! Orders to surrender and orders to throw down your weapons and surrender.
Oh!
Surrender!
Never, you British slime dog! I love you. What did I ever do?
The Battle of Quebec as the turning point of the war for the British. Within a year, the British were able to take all of Canada, and the French knew that soon they would lose the war.
The war raged between France and England not only in the colonies but over in Europe as well. By 1763, France knew they were defeated and had to face the fact that they would have to sign a treaty called the Treaty of Paris.
Here's the Treaty of Paris. Just put it on that dotted line and the war will be over.
We, the government of France, will give up its claim of all of North America east of the Mississippi. What? This is ridiculous. Give up all our land at first? You British dogs are a bunch of... Keep reading. France will give up all our land in North America east of the Mississippi River, and we give up all our French power in North America. This is stupid, unfair, absurd.
Do you want a knuckle sandwich, French boy?
You better just sign the deal. Give me a pen, you lousy mother redcoat, and I'll sign, I'll sign.
The Treaty of Paris was signed. The British won the war. France did have to give up its claim to all land east of the Mississippi River. The glory days of France in North America quickly faded with the signing of the Treaty of Paris, and Britain would become the dominant power in North America. We hope you have enjoyed another Cheapo Cheapo production film done by Mr. Bro's 7th grade American history class, and we hope you learned something about the little-known war called the French and Indian War.